Hello friends, family, and internet strangers that might be watching this as well. I'm currently in Vietnam, in Nha Trang. So as I was walking the beach strip last night, there are a bunch of restaurants that have fish tanks. And that's pretty common here in Southeast Asia in general, especially when you're by the ocean. But this particular restaurant that's basically right next door to my hotel has one of the largest selections of fish that you can choose from the tanks, and they will cook it up fresh for you. Normally, I just kind of ignore it, but this time, walking past it, I saw two sharks. They are the brown banded bamboo sharks. They are endangered in the South China Sea all the way through to the Bay of Thailand, but they're really popular in the pet trade. They breed pretty well in captivity, and these two sharks probably did come from that sort of a situation, but sharks do have their natural instincts as well. So I went and talked to the restaurant this morning, checked on the sharks to see if they were healthy. Although I'm not a shark biologist, they seemed pretty healthy. I used to have two of them in fish tanks myself before I really knew too much about anything conservation, endangered status of these animals, that sort of thing. This was many years ago, so I do feel a little bit obligated to release these sharks. Now, I went and talked to the restaurant, and the person at the restaurant said that they cost about 550,000 dong, which equals about 22 US dollars each. I did check, and one is male and one is a female. They do grow up to about 1.2 or 1.1 meters, so they are pretty small sharks. The only issue that I can think of now before I actually do this is I know whenever I had fish tanks in the past, I would have to acclimate the fish that I purchased into my new tank, mostly acclimating them due to temperature changes, because you don't want to shock them with the temperature change from the aquarium store, pet store, back into your aquarium, because the temperature might be different. So you normally leave them in the little bag that they come in, and you put them on top of the water, and the water in the bag eventually heats or cools to the same temperature that the fish or shark or whatever is in the bag, so that the temperature is the same. Once the temperature is the same, then you can release them. But for these guys, I don't really have that. I don't know if they're gonna put them in a bag for me. I don't know if I should try to find something to put them in to carry them across the beach. It's maybe a 5-minute walk to the ocean, so it's not very far. I did also read that they can survive out of the water for about 12 hours. So I think worst case scenario is I pay for them one at a time, pick them up, and just walk them across the street, and maybe hold them and kind of get them in the water a little bit while I'm getting out past the waves. Then once I get out past the waves, then release the sharks. But yeah, these guys are considered endangered. So I think that releasing them back into the wild is going to be good for the environment. So I just wanted to share with you all a little bit about shark conservation.